Hi Cancer, welcome to your January 2021 Taroscope with me, Raphael from Reydiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining me. If you haven't already, please don't forget to like, share, and if you should so choose and it resonates, hit that subscribe button. If you are already a continued subby, you know I love you for it. And a happy new year to you. I truly hope, my lunar brothers and sisters, that this is a much better year for you. I kind of feel like it will be, but I just want to say that if you haven't seen your 2021 Taroscope, hit the links in the description box below. If you haven't seen your Life Path 2021 Taroscope, hit the link in the description box below. With that said, before we start, as always, I would like to bless my decks of cards with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity, and abundance. And I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise, and they help you on your path to your highest vibrational good. So let's check out our 2021 for the actions and interactions with the world at large. This month we get the Ace of Wands to kick the year off, right? So this is it. This is the card, well, this is one of the cards that kicks it all off. This is that big inspiration or movement to do something, and it's in your actions and interactions. This is about starting the year strong. It's about you saying to yourself, you know what, I'm going to act on my impulses. The things that I want to do this year, I'm going to go for it. The things that I feel like I'm meant to be doing or aligning with, I am going to do. This is about you seeking enjoyment and pleasure, and this is going to be the month where you seek to give yourself those things, and not like in a reckless way. I mean, the Ace of Wands does have a lot of energy, so it can be sort of like, you know, that kind of feisty, fiery energy. But I love this. I think this is going to see you being really dynamic this month, and I think you're just kind of throwing yourself into it rather than kind of in and ahhing. It's just like, no, you know what, I'm just going to get straight in there, which is phenomenal. What I will say to you as well, whatever you have to say, whatever bubbles up from within you that you have to say, this is not a month to hold on to it. So I think we're going to see a lot of Cancerian people, sun, moon and rising, kind of really speaking their sassy truth this month, for as if this is any different, for the money and materials with the Hanged Man. So no big purchases this month, I'm sorry to say, guys. Yeah, Hanged Man, reassessment, reevaluation. This is a moment of taking a beat, taking a stillness when it comes to spending. There's a whole bunch of things that you can do in life that don't require money. This is not a month for a big purchase, and it's also a month for you to look at, does what I want to do tally up with what I have in the bank? So this is really, in a way, I actually feel like this is going to be you putting it's going to see you getting, what's the word, really prioritizing your money. So I don't see any issues with money here. I don't even think it's going to be any problems with cash flow. I think this is going to be you really getting real with yourself, where you maybe always foot the bill, where maybe you always overstep or overextend, and maybe you don't get that in return. Well, this is a month where you're going to start to be really real about it, which is great, actually. When it comes to your physical health and vitality, I would say this. First of all, this could be I mean, for everybody anyway, but this could be a good month if you ever have any stomach or troubles or upsets or anything like that, and it's likely to be because Cancer rules the stomach as well, right? So this is about how you feed yourself, how you nourish yourself. This could be a month actually that highlights to you that maybe you're allergic to something. Maybe you have a glucose intolerance. Maybe you have lactose intolerance. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's going to highlight to you something that's actually toxic for your specific body. The other part of this as well is look out for your feet, your ankles, your toes, that general area. And when it comes to your home and environment, I think this is going to be, although you're doing a lot on a personal level, I feel like it's more about self-development rather than like the social life. And so for that reason, I would say that the home front will be relatively quiet this month. For your communications and conversations, you have the Two of Cups. This is lovely, right? Now, it is coupled here with the Hanged Man, which suggests that you know, if you are doing anything this month, maybe you're going to seek to find alternatives. So, you know, if people say like, oh, do you want to come out for dinner or whatever, maybe you say, actually, you know what, let's cook. Or, you know, maybe this week we'll do it at my house and next week we'll do it at yours. Like, there's a lot of you really thinking and reassessing what you put your hat into, so to speak. Now, for those of you that work for somebody else, this is great. It suggests that there is either it kind of feels for me like there's going to be a new project at work that you're asked to be a part of, that you may, and like there'll definitely be collaboration, but you may eventually be asked to step into another role. You just need to make sure that the rewards are there for it. It's all well and good doing the job and getting a pat on the back to say like, aren't you wonderful, but how does that translate into the material, especially with that Hanged Man there? Reassess, reevaluate. You know, it's like maybe this, you know, maybe January is going to show you where as well you it's like you so much want to help and care and nurture and nourish other people as a Cancerian energy, but this is going to see you maybe getting real about what, you know, what that actually means and how it kind of comes back to you. For those of you that work for yourselves, that have your own businesses, etc., this is great. There's new partnerships coming in, and ones that really connect you to more spiritual people, or to people that are just doing the best to find their own spiritual path, which is very, very powerful, because when you add someone else's authenticity to your own, things can only grow. So I really, really love this. For those of you that don't work or are retired, this just really suggests to me that you're going to start to find the groups that will motivate you. So maybe you're looking for work, or maybe you're looking to volunteer for something, but this is about finding people to do it with. It's kind of like you just saying like, well, you know, I don't work or I'm retired, so I'm just going to sit and do something on my own. This is about finding people to do that with, which I think is a really, really great use of your time. For your love and relations, you have the Five of Wands. So I will say this, there are going to be ample opportunities that come up over the course of this month to meet people, to mix, to mingle, definitely. What I like about it is it kind of feels like you're trying to find alternative ways of doing it. Not to be a miser, but just to be more sensible with your money. Do you know what I mean? It's like just creating that kind of like, okay, yes, we can do loads of things to enjoy. They don't always have to be things that we spend cash on. And that Five of Wands, yeah, it kind of suggests there's a lot of dynamic energy happening in the love life. So be about it. All right. For those of you that are partnered, again, this could be you making more of an effort to enjoy your partner's friends and vice versa. And I actually think that's a good thing. Not always, you know, sometimes our partner and our friends don't gel or mesh. And sometimes they're not meant to, you know, sometimes it's good to have that separation so that you can, do you know what I mean? Like it's healthy to have your own friends, but you could, you know, you could find that somewhere there's a crossover this month, which is great. For your first week of the month, you have the Faith card right underneath the Ace of Wands. I actually feel like this is going to be either a download. Remember, this first week of the month as well, we're just off the back of the Cancer full moon, which is on like the, I think it's like the 29th or the 30th of December 2020. So, you know, this could be literally something that comes fully formed. It could be a big spiritual realization. It could be an amazing idea that you have to build something that ends up becoming an institution, which is really powerful. So pay attention to what comes up at this time in your dreams, your feelings, your hunches. For your second week of the month, you have the Magician card. This looks to be a very spiritual month for you guys. I say for you guys, for us, I actually really do feel that. I mean, look, you've got the Hanged Man coupled with the Magician. So this isn't just having those downloads and those spiritual insights, it's being able to act on them or to move on them. It's also very likely that this second week of the month will connect you to either a very spiritual, possibly religious, or very powerful person. Now, I kind of feel like as well, this is going to be, what's the word? Almost like a, I think it's, I feel like there's going to be an invite this month, and maybe one that doesn't come very often. So just be on the lookout for that. For your third week, you have the Wheel of Fortune. For those of you that are single, this third week and even the fourth week, these could be months where you really run into somebody that, you know, maybe makes you weak in the knees, or maybe makes you consider like, wow, you know, I never thought I'd be attracted to a person like that, but here I am, kind of thinking all kinds of inappropriate thoughts. All jokes aside though, this could be that. And for those of you that are partnered, this bodes really well, because it means that you and your partner are, not that you weren't before, but it's almost like you're walking the same path. And it's like, you know, even though you're doing your different things, there's a lot of connection here. And when it comes to your work, your connections, your collaborations, your communications, look out. This middle part of the month for a lot of people is going to be very intense, but I actually feel like this is going to present a lot of Cancerian energy people, sun, moon or rising, with an opportunity that doesn't knock very often. And this could be really, really exciting. So stay tuned. For your fourth week of the month, you have the Justice card, right? So making a decision here, and this could be you saying to yourself, right, I need a better work-life balance, or maybe you're doing something to instill that, or maybe the extra time that you promised to give your partner or the relationship, this is you making good on that promise. Coupled with that as well, I actually feel like a lot of you will have either found or connected with a group, or maybe even a new social circle altogether by the time we get to the fourth week of the month. And then finally, that card has just turned itself over, and it is the King of Swords. So lots of focus on the career, lots of focus on work, lots of focus on the big decisions this month. A Libra person could feature for you, or a Gemini person could feature for you this month. Very, very possible. It also suggests as well that there is going to be somebody that you're connecting with this month that is going to be quite frankly a mover and a shaker. This could be somebody that, you know, if you work for a company, this could be you rubbing shoulders with a big boss. If you work for yourself, this could be somebody that is in a position of authority or power to really help you, you know, and just in general, you know, for those of you that are looking for love, this could really end up being somebody very special to you at a later date. So with that said, I wish you an abundance of all of that good stuff. Have a fantastic month. Let me know in the comments how it shapes up. Take care, and I'll see you soon.